Has anyone seen any directions written on some foolscap paper around here at all?
What kind of directions?
Just, you know, normal sort. I told her I'd be there at 2 o'clock.
An unspecified appointment with an unknown female, and he needs directions.
Oh, shit.
McKinley, have you followed up on that complaint from the Equestrian Centre yet?
What's that? What complaint's that?
Oh, Hayley Coburn reckons someone's put detergent in a water trough.
Yeah, the farmyard vandals striking. It's probably the same ones who showed the manes of Mrs. Kennedy's show ponies.
Painted the pink peace signs on the alpacas.
Yeah, well, add it to the list and follow it up, will you?
Right, I'm off. All right.
See you later. Yeah.
Hello, what have we got here?
Oh, you give it to me, will you?
What's this?
Monkey. What are you... I'll knock over a bank or two.
So they finally talked him into it.
Yep, I just hope that it's worth the bruises.
Would you two like to enlighten the rest of us?
He's going horse riding. That's what the pantyhose are for.
Nick horse riding, you got to be joking. His feet are dragging on the
Well,
ground.
why did he want directions for the Mount Thomas Equestrian Centre?
Where are you off to all of a sudden, McKinley?
I'm just going to go and check out the water supply vandalism thing.
I don't want to... Look, I don't want to wear it. Look, I look like a Thunderbird. I don't think I'll wear it.
Look, it's not a fashion
No,
parade,
I
Nick.
know. We're not going to do anything. So hey, I don't know.
Can we take a look at these troughs, Mrs. Coburn?
There's not much to look at. I had to clean them out. I didn't want the horses drinking the water.
Okay, did you notice anything unusual about the bubbles? Were they coloured?
No, just mucky. Like a dirty bubble bath.
Adam?
What time was this?
It was about 5 this morning. I chased the little sods off the property myself.
All right, did you get a look at them?
No, but they were definitely teenage boys. There were 3 of them.
Any distinguishing features?
One of them was wearing a golden brown striped beanie, a mudlark's hat, I guess.
Oh, on the left side.
Left, all right, get left. It's a big horse, you know. Can I learn on yours?
Look, you didn't want to have your first lesson on Cassie. She's a bit of a handful.
Just like her owner.
This old fella's bomb-proof, aren't you, Sid?
Well, he'd want to be after what I ate last night. Here, look, I know. I'll be right then. Come on, give it to me. I'll be right. I know what I'm doing.
Sorry I can't help you more. I'm a bit late for Melanie's lesson.
That's fine.
Just hang on to the reins. Might be a good idea there. Sort of, there we go.
Check it out. I'll give you something.
What's that?
Must have fallen out of your pocket.
Hey?
All right, what do you think it is?
I'll give you a hint.
Might be an engagement ring if someone might be interested in it.
Come on. Yes or no? Yep. $10 says they're engaged.
20 says you're wrong.
Oh, you're on.
Well, did you actually see the ring?
Well, what else could be in a box that small?
Well, I don't know, contact lenses, a flea circus or something?
Well, we'll soon find out.
And how are you going to do that, Dash?
I'm going to ask Nick.
McKinley, it's up to Nick when he wants to share the news with us, if there's any news to share. Now, how did you go with Mrs. Coburn? Did you see who it did it?
She said it was 3 young guys.
A bit of concentration and focus here, please, McKinley.
She said that one of them was wearing a brown and gold footy beanie. I must say, it'd have to be a loser breaking for the Mudlarks.
Boss, that was D24. A car's come off the Heavenly Road. An elderly lady's been hurt. We'll go out there now.
You'll be right, Mrs. Winslow. Boys will get you off to the hospital.
I feel bad.
Good on you. Thanks, fellas.
They're contacting T-Ball now.
Well, they shoot horses, don't they?
It's not funny.
Wasn't meant to be.
Mayor of the White Blaze. Yeah, I know the one. Billy, you stupid kook, not like that! How many times you have to be shown?
Well, can you give us a name?
Yeah, Cassie.
Yeah, Cassie who?
Not the horse, you idiot, the owner. It's that lady doctor from up at the hospital. She rents the old Perry place.
We're checking out the property now. Request for you to go to the Equestrian Centre and ask Dr. Hamilton if she can attend the accident site on Heavenly Road urgently. Received?
Received that 208 will do.
Who's that?
Don't know, but he's all dressed up like a pox doctor's clerk.
Good morning.
Afternoon, actually.
How you going? I'm Senior Detective Hasham. This is Constable Doyle.
Fine.
Can I ask your name, sir?
Mr. Martin Bridport.
And can I ask what you're doing here?
Indeed. It's my week for the clinic.
The clinic?
At the hospital. I'm a cardiologist.
Well, what I need to know, sir, is what are you actually doing here?
This is my property. I think you find my name is on the lease.
Well, in that case, Mr. Bridport, we're investigating a matter involving a horse which we believe may have come from this property.
Yes, I was about to phone you people about that. I've only just noticed it's gone missing.
Well, we understand the horse belongs to a Dr. Zoe Hamilton.
That's correct, my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Don't walk too fast. Don't walk. Just stop. Turn it off, will you? Turn it off here. Stop.
You did really well, Nick. You got good hands, you got a good strong seat.
Yes, thank you. Very good.
Hang on to this for a minute.
All right, yes. Okay, I think we'll just forget about the old horse riding for a while, will we? There we go.
Still got that ring in your pocket?
Well, it's a bit bruised, but it's still the other one. Yes, I've still got it there.
Because I've been thinking about that question that you asked me.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Zoe, we've got an emergency.
What the hell are you doing here, Eddie? Just get out of here.
All right.
Out of the way. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where's the bloody bed? Hasn't someone called them?
Here, Zoe, T-Ball.
T-Ball, it's a cannonbone. Just put her out of her pain now. T-Ball, you go and get your gun. If you won't do it, I bloody will.
Let's check her out carefully.
Let T-Ball do it.
No, I'm not going to leave her like this. No, I'm not going to leave her in pain, Nick.
Just leave the T-Ball. Come on. Stand there. Come on, you'll be right. Just
We'll do it right now, okay? But leave it to me.
I don't understand it. Why would anybody do something like this?
Hey, Zoe, can you tell us why you're travelling in a car with a .22 handgun?
Because I was planning to do some target practice this afternoon, Maggie.
She locked it in the glove box this morning.
Well, we met a bloke called Martin Bridport here earlier today.
Great. Oh, well, who's he? What's he got to do with anything? A horse is dead.
Martin was here.
He told us that the property was leased in his name.
Yeah, that'd be right.
He also told us that you two are actually pretty good friends.
Yeah, we used to be.
Right. Well, we're going to have a chat with him later.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, Maggie. You have a chat to him. Because I want him charged. That sick bastard has let Cassie out deliberately.
Poor darling's in shock.
Mr. Bridport, we checked the gate in question, and it appears that somebody has cut through the chain with bolt cutters. What do you have to say to that?
I never noticed.
So what were you doing on Dr. Hamilton's property?
She's my girlfriend.
Well, according to her, you had no right to be there.
Let's just say we've been together for a number of years. Disagreements are part of that territory.
Where do you live?
Melbourne, most of the time.
And the rest of the time?
St. David's, my mother's residence. She passed away some months ago.
Do you get up here often?
Infrequently. About this gate business, there were some youth hanging about when I arrived.
Ah, terrific. Can you give me a description, please?
Mid-range, pubescent males, jeans. Sorry, I couldn't give an accurate description.
Right, okay, fair enough. How many?
Perhaps 3, 4.
Well, how come you didn't mention this before?
I thought we were talking about a lover's tiff, Detective.
I just can't believe that bastard. We haven't been in a relationship for 2 years. His ego is still bruised from when I kicked him out, so he comes here and he does the one thing that he knows is going to hurt me the most.
Zoe, don't you think it's just a tad out of character for one of the top heart surgeons in the country to do something like this?
Let me explain something to you, PJ. We're talking about a man who is obsessive, compulsive and manipulative. Narcissistic personality disorder, as it's technically known. Now, I've been in a relationship with that lying, arrogant bastard, so don't you tell me what is in or out of character, okay? Are you going to charge him or not?
Thanks for going through the ID book, Dr. Bridport.
It's Mr, actually.
Sorry?
Mr. Bridport. Specialist surgeons are referred to as Mr.
Oh, right.
Hey, Nick.
Hey.
The pantyhose help? With the horse riding?
Kendall, horse is the last word I want to hear in this office, particularly with Zoe in the next room.
Mr. Bridport, thanks very much for waiting. We're finished with you for now, so thanks very much for your help. We appreciate it.
Fine. Nick Schultz, I presume?
Yes, mate.
So he tells me what a wonderful friend you've been. In my absence.
Don't give me that just doing your job crap. If you really were interested in doing your job instead of prying...
Darling, would you like a lift?
Let's get out of here, Nick.
What's the story with Martin? You know, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but... Yeah.
There's no big secret. As far as I'm concerned, it's ancient history.
Table for two, you ready?
Better make that a table for three.
So, we're still working on the theory that Martin is telling the truth. McKinley,
Boss?
did Bridport come up with anything in the mug books?
No, but he only had a quick flick through. Apparently, he didn't get close enough, so he reckons there was no point.
See, I reckon there's something sus about that because he held back on mentioning those boys when you and I interviewed him,
I just don't
didn't
see
he?
how Martin's going to damage his delicate hands using a bolt cutter.
Well, actually, I've got a theory. You know how Hayley Coburn reckons that one of the vandals wore a brown and gold footy beanie, right?
Mudlarks.
It's the Mudlarks, and Eddie Dodds is the biggest and the dorkiest Mudlark fans around, and he was actually
He was at the accident.
That's right.
So? He could have been passing.
In the knackery truck, he's back working with Clary.
Eddie Dodds, he couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a horse.
Exactly.
Dead horses are their business.
Come on, Eddie.
Boss, Chris is on the phone.
All right,
Get your hands off me. Just break this side out.
What are you up to, Zoe? What's
Leave
your
us alone,
game,
mate.
hey?
All right.
Hang on, buddy. What, you a few beers and a fall and send it over and miss my block? Oh, the other half, eh? Well, what he lacks in IQ, he certainly makes up for it body weight.
Stop
Oh, I get it. It's the uniform, is it?
All right, do you want to finish this down at the station?
That won't be
Nick?
necessary. Dr. Hamilton and I are just leaving.
Just sleep.
Nick.
All right.
Right, do you want to lay charges? Do you want to lay charges, Mr. Bridport?
No, I don't. Thank you. Please leave me alone.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened?
Well, he just started needling him, I don't know, then they started fighting. I tell you what, I thought Nick was going to kill him.
PJ? PJ, answer the phone.
What? Oh, there is such a thing as over-conscientious copper, Doyle. Where you go?
Oh, back to my bed. Back to Detective Dash.
Hello?
Yeah, g'day, mate. What? Oh, all right. Oh, don't worry. I'll get on to anybody and we'll get over there straight away. Yeah, just stay calm. Okay, bye.
Oh, yeah, call D24 and the boss will be here soon.
It's like a gunshot wound. Must have hit the carotid artery.
VKC, this
Let
is
it
Mount
do.
Thomas 507.
Mount Thomas 507.
That your last is a suspicious death. Request the attendance of homicide and crime scene ASAP.
Homicide? You think this was a murder?
No chance of a suicide, I suppose.
He's a heart surgeon. You think he'd find a better way to top himself?
Maybe he was rattled by Nick and Zoe and lost his aim.
There's no sign of a weapon.
Well, from the trail of blood, he's obviously moved since he was shot, so...
Receive that, VKC, will do.
Wait for crime scene.
Boss, Lazar's been delayed. He's asked us to conduct preliminary interviews on the suspects. That's assuming that we have any.
I guess we're going to start somewhere.
So, where did you and Zoe go last night after you left the Imperial?
Back to my place.
Oh, when did she leave?
No comment.
Oh, come on, Nick, this is no time to be coy. We're trying to save your backside here.
Save it to kick it. Bridport obviously killed himself.
Well, we're still not sure about that.
And your little push and shove at the pub is going to look dangerously like a motive to Lazar.
I don't think Martin Bridport was very popular, and I don't think I would have been the first guy to have a go at him.
Have a go at him? Putting a bullet into him is not quite the same thing.
If I was going to shoot him, I think I would have done a better job than hitting him in the neck.
What time did Zoe leave your place?
She didn't.
But she found Bridport.
That was this morning.
Right, so she stayed with you all
That's
night.
right.
So she went home and contacted you.
That's right.
Then you called me.
After I got back to her place.
Why didn't you contact us straight away?
Because I wasn't thinking straight, and she was upset, she was anxious.
All right, so you got there, right, And when you arrived, she showed you the body.
And she helped me turn it over.
Turn it up? Oh, for God's sake.
He had to make sure he was dead.
From the amount of blood, I would have thought that would have been obvious at first glance.
Nick, your prints are going to be all over
now you
and
know how they
Zoe's.
got there.
Did either you or Zoe see a weapon on or near the body?
No.
Before you arrived, is it possible that maybe Zoe removed the weapon?
Why would she cover up Bridport's suicide? You just leave her out of this.
At what time did you leave Nick Schultz's place this morning?
A little after 5. I had an early start at the hospital.
When did you discover the body?
I saw Martin's car as I was driving up my driveway, and then I saw him lying next to it.
How long do you reckon he was dead?
Several hours. That's just a guess, PJ. It's not as if I examined the body.
You had a good look, though, didn't you?
God, it's incredible. Even after this man's dead, he still has the power.
Power to do what, Zoe?
Power to prove he's still in control.
Now, let's go back to last night. You and Nick left the Imperial at about 8:30, right?
So you were together all night?
Yep. Oh, except when Nick went out to get some Chinese.
So what time did Nick go out for the Chinese?
About 20 minutes, half an hour after we got to his place.
How long was he gone?
15, 20 minutes.
Sound uncertain.
Look, to tell you the truth, I crashed out. I didn't hear another thing until the alarm went off this morning.
Yes, Mrs. Loy. Nick Schultz is tall.
It's all happening at Zoe's place. Crime scene, lion search, ballistics.
And Lazar lording it over everybody
Yes,
else.
Papa. So you did
You say a
that.
word about that,
Yeah,
you'll be
what
washing
time?
a four-wheel drive for the next 6 months.
Right,
Lips are sealed.
That is fantastic. Thank you, Mrs.
What did
Loy.
Nick say?
Nothing.
All right, bye-bye.
I asked him about the takeaway, he just clammed up.
Well, Mrs. Loy from the Happy Dragon said that Nick arrived there about 10:15.
All right. Zoe said that he went out about 9.
That gives him over an hour to kill.
So to speak.
How much time have we got?
Well, Zoe was about to make a move when I left.
The Happy Dragon said you didn't pick up till 10 o'clock.
That's right, I went for a detour.
Must have been a long one.
Well, I just went for a walk to stretch my legs after horse riding. It's very sore, mate, horse riding.
But did you happen to bump into Martin Bridport?
No.
You didn't come back to the station?
Well, why would I do that?
I don't know. Pick up your firearm?
If I'm going to shoot this guy, I'd just borrow Zoe's 22, wouldn't I?
Well, what happened to that gun?
Well, I don't know.
Mate, I saw you take it off her before the horse was put down. Now, what happened to the gun?
You must put it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Somewhere safe.
Look, I'm just trying to talk to you before homicide get in here, okay? Now, did Zoe know where you put the gun?
Leave Zoe out of it, mate. She's a doctor. She saves people's lives. She doesn't kill people.
I know, but she was prepared to bump off her own horse.
Sometimes a bullet in the brain's the only solution.
Oh, God, look, Lazar is going to love that.
Oh, nice to hear you taking such a positive line on
I'm
this
being
one, boss.
realistic,
I know.
Dor.
Anybody told Lazar about Nick's little punch-up in the pub?
Yeah, I told him when he rang. Don't look at me like that. It's all on the interview tape anyway. What's the word from crime scene?
Well, they haven't found the weapon, but the pathologist reckons it was definitely a gunshot wound from a small calibre. No powder burns, though.
So, not self-inflicted.
Great. So where does that leave Nick?
Come on, Stan, a court order?
Falcon Price approved it, Tom. It's no use wasting time trying to get blood out of a stone.
You think it's really necessary?
Look, if Schultz won't agree to gunpowder residue testing on his person or his clothes, then he can suffer the consequences.
He is within his rights, you know.
The police association must have advised him not to consent to anything until his counsel arrives, sir.
I've got better things to do with my time than to sit around rusticating until the police association can get their act together. One court order and one search warrant. You do the honours with the magistrate, Tom. I'd like to continue these interviews.
A warrant, too?
I might as well go the whole hog. We'll have to search his premises sooner or later.
Granny, crime centre on the phone. Reckon they found the bullet.
No, right.
Mate, you stupid bastard. Lazar is going to get a warrant. Now, are they going to find Zoe's gun? Mate, if you keep on digging your heels in like this, they're going to think the worst. So tell me what happened.
I've said all I'm going to say.
Who are you protecting, Nick? Zoe or yourself?
Our records indicate, Dr. Hamilton, that you have a .22 calibre handgun registered in your name. Is that correct?
Yes?
Where is that firearm now?
I don't know.
We'll be in contact, Dr. Hamilton.
Sorry, my car's back at my house. I need to get to the hospital.
That's all right. I can give you a lift.
Thanks.
Do you want to come, Adam?
Yep.
Thought old Detective Sergeant Lazar was going to clap me in irons and haul me off to the dungeons. How's it going for Nick, Maggie?
You know, Zoe, I'm not sure. I just know that he's doing his best to try and protect you.
Me?
Where's Lazar?
It's in Pedro's office.
It's the paperwork he wanted.
Yep. Zoe, are you set?
Yeah.
So?
Mate, you told Lazar everything, didn't you?
What sort of a question is that?
No. I'm just saying, withholding information, it's not going to help Nick.
Zoe's far too straightforward to play games with us.
Calls a spade a bloody shovel.
And she certainly looked surprised when I suggested that Nick was covering for her.
Well, he's pretty bloody straightforward too, usually. Well, McKinley was yakking on about a ring. I mean, is Zoe wearing one?
No. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, though, does it?
Just mean he hasn't gotten around to popping the question, I suppose. But... Well, I was wondering, with this Bridport bloke back on the scene, whether Zoe's done a turnaround and given Nick the big flick.
Jealousy. It gives Nick one huge motive, doesn't it?
And what were you wearing last night?
Oh, those jeans and that check shirt and the bed there. Do you want to know what jocks I had on there, Steve?
We could probably dispense with the underwear.
Something like him, mate.
Have you got a key to the medicine chest in the
Yeah, that's in the top drawer here. You'll have to work out which one. So.
Dr. Hamilton's, I presume. And the pantyhose?
Actually, they're mine.
Don't get smart with me. Which jacket were you wearing last night?
One on the cupboard.
Well, this is yours too, I suppose.
Stan, small caliber handgun.
Get us straight to ballistics.
Acting Sergeant Schultz, under instructions from Inspector Falcon Price, you are now suspended from duty until further notice.
You're also under suspicion for the murder of Martin Bridport.
What grounds?
You had the means, Sergeant. And Senior Sergeant Croydon has informed me that you had the motive and opportunity.
However, there won't be any charges at this stage.
Until we've completed our investigations.
Right. That one's a safe?
Just give us the whole thing.
No, mate. You see, these keys may be the property of the Victorian Police Force, but you see that little fella there? I paid good money for the weedy box that came out of.
Nick, you do realise that the boss had no choice. I mean, it was only a matter of time before Lazar found out what happened at the pub. And it's just better he got the details from us.
That one's the washroom, and that one's the property code.
Just would have been better if he heard it from you.
Mate, I'm buggered if I'm going to stick my head in the noose just to minimise your paperwork.
Nick, believe me or not, we're actually on your side, you know.
Just give us something, okay?
Just like Lazar said, means, opportunity and motive. Now, this one, that's the front door key. Why don't you go use it?
There's nothing else we can do, Doyle. If he wants to play games with homicide, that's his lookout.
Well, it just seems pretty obvious to me that he's protecting Zoe.
Janie from Homicide's going to check it out for us.
Well, I hope she gets back to you before Lazar gets back from lunch. I don't think he'll appreciate you meddling in his case.
You know, maybe Zoe decided to nip home while Nick was out getting the Chinese, just to get some fresh clothes or something.
And she just thought she'd take her pistol with her on the off chance she'd run into Bridport.
Well, he obviously felt like he could roll up whenever he liked.
Or maybe she just wanted to put her gun back under lock and key.
Yeah, it ended up under lock and key, all right, in our watch house.
There is another possibility. Maybe she had access to another gun.
Big night for the residents of Evanley Road. Not only do they get a murder, but the livestock van will strike again.
What?
After we dropped Zoe off, Albie O'Connell waved us over to show us his heifers.
What was it this time?
Silver glitter-sprayed horns.
It was very pretty, actually.
Did you think to ask Albie whether he heard anything from Zoe's place last night? I mean, he does live next door.
Homicide had already questioned him. Apparently he didn't see or hear anything.
He gave us a description, though. 3 boys, one with a mudlark's beanie.
PJ, Janie returning your call.
Righto.
bolt cutters?
Yep, in his medical bag.
Oh, remind me to ever have open heart surgery.
Oh, he must have hidden them right after he cut the padlock and chased the horse out.
So Zoe was right about him, which leaves us with what?
A stronger motive for her.
Hi.
How you doing?
You okay?
Well, I could be better, you know.
I've got to get back to the hospital. I just, Look, I just wanted to let you know, I know you didn't do it.
That's right.
I wouldn't have said Zoe actually threatened Bridport. She just called him a few things, most of them unrepeatable.
What about Nick?
Oh, admirable self-control, I'd call it. I've already thrown those kids out. Oi, you lot, come on, out you go. I've already said it once. Underage.
Actually, Chris, while we're here, we might have a chat with them.
Oh, would you? They've been trying to get Eddie to buy them grog.
Hey, boys. We're going. It's fine, it's fine. Look, you wouldn't have anything to do with any farmyard pranks that are going on, would you?
Us? No.
Yeah, we wouldn't have anything to do with letting Cassie out. Can we go now?
Yeah, sure. Don't come back here. Oh, Billy, I don't think your dad would be very pleased to see you in the pub.
Oh, Ed. Hey, how come you're not wearing your beanie?
I mean, Mum's given it a wash.
Well, looks like we found the vandals, Billy Wade, Nat Foster and Eddie Dodds.
See? I was right about Eddie Dodds.
Oh, you're so good, McKinley. Well, young Foss, I can believe. He's always been a hoon, but... I mean, Billy, Frank would never let him put more than the toe out of
Well, the more you sit on them, the harder
Well,
they kick.
we know that they didn't let Zoe's horse
Eddie
out.
went to great pains to point that out.
Because the look of guilt on their faces when we mentioned the words farmyard pranks was priceless.
Oh, we've got a little surprise for you, too. I had McKinley check out Zoe with the pistol.
She has got access to a second gun. One of their members, Pete Pritchard, keeps his handgun at her place.
You guys really are looking for the simple solution, aren't you? First put the spotlight on Nick, and then you put it on me. I'm telling you, if it's anything to do with Martin Bridport, the answer's not going to be simple.
Is there a reason why you have Mr. Pritchard's firearm in your possession?
Yes, I'm doing him a favour.
Oh, really? What?
His son, Aaron's handicapped. He's at an age where he's into everything. I just told Pete I'd keep the gun here until he got a combination lock organised on his cabinet. There you go.
So?
Okay.
It's open.
Sorry?
It's open.
Well, somebody must have forced it.
Don't touch it, Prince.
Well, it doesn't look like it's been tampered with. Where do you normally keep the keys, eh?
Well, I usually keep it with me. And the spares at the hospital and the fire
So where's
cabinet.
Pete's gun?
I don't know where it is.
So do you mind if we take a look around?
You've already done all that stuff.
Well, Homicide have checked out the immediate crime scene. We need to take a wider look.
Is it okay?
Oh. Could have picked a better place to hide it, eh?
Yeah. Let's just hope we found the murder weapon.
All right, Adam, get it over to ballistics, will you?
Doubt they're going to find the prints of that.
Who's going to bring Lazar up to date?
Yeah, where is he?
He's in my office. I told him this all blew up while he was at lunch, and I suggested that you tried to contact him on his mobile, but that he must have been out of range.
Good on you. Thanks very much for that.
Well, I suppose the good news is it puts Nick in the clear.
Oh, yeah, but how happy is it going to make him when Zoe isn't? Mr. Wade, can I help you?
G'day, Frank.
Those louts have done it again, Tom. They've spray-painted me sheep. Paint still wet, see? When are you going to catch these tearaways, eh?
Well, we're working on it, Frank. We'll make some inquiries.
Only bought them last week. I'll lose the first cut. The fleece will be no good after this.
Oh, don't worry about it, Mr. Wade. You know, the Mount Thomas Mudlarks would probably pay top price for a new mascot. Hey, Billy.
I wouldn't know. Eddie Dodds is the big Mudlark fan, not me.
I didn't touch the sheep. Who says I did?
How well do you know Billy Wade, Eddie?
Oh, Billy's me mate.
And Foss too?
Yeah.
So you have a bit of fun, you sort of have a few drinks, hang around town.
Yeah.
You hang around farmyards.
No, we didn't do any of that stuff.
We think you did.
No, we didn't hurt Cassie.
No, but you were responsible for all the other things, weren't you, Eddie?
No.
Where were you last night, Eddie?
No, we?
Well, that's funny because your mum says you're out until all hours.
I was fishing. Yeah, we're all fishing.
What, you and Billy and Foss?
Yeah. But we didn't go anywhere near Doc Hamilton's place when that guy got killed, but...
We were talking about Albie O'Connell's heifers, actually.
Keeps on harping on about the dead horse. He thinks that we think he was drumming up business.
Well, keep at him. He's the one who'll crack first. Hello.
Hello. Now, what's the latest with the homicide boys?
Lazar's sweating on the ballistics report to see which gun fired the bullet.
Well, aren't we all, especially Nick? What about Nick?
Oh, we're just talking about the ballistics report. I mean, if that bullet matches the gun found in his Mendelsohn cabinet, then he's a goner.
And if it matches the one found in the lion section...
Then Zoe's in it.
Exactly. Well, does anyone want to have a quick game of pool before we eat?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, we're too late. Look who we lost out to. Chris, your little mates are back.
Oh, they're legit tonight. They came in with Frank for a meal.
Oh, poor Frank.
Hey, Dodds.
You want to play later, guys?
No, but you can get us a couple of drinks.
I'm invited to play with the pros, eh?
Obviously not.
Make it snappy, Dobber Dodds.
This is very thoughtful of you, Cooper. What do you want?
Nothing. I just thought we could do with a treat. We're working hard.
Oh, thank
Hey, PJ, grab the last coffee scroll before someone else does.
No, thanks. No, come on, PJ. You'll be doing my waistline a favour.
Listen, boss, I just got word from ballistics. The bullet that killed Bridport came from Pete Pritchard's gun.
So Nick's confirmed in the clear.
And Zoe isn't.
I'm feeling a bit stressed.
Oh, come on. It's shock.
Yeah, it's funny, you know. You see it all the time at work, but it's sort of different when it happens to you personally. I just need some assurance, Nick. I'm scared.
Did you kill him, Zoe?
Nick?
What? You need to ask me that.
Oh. Sorry to interrupt, Zoe.
No, it's okay. I was just leaving.
Nick, we got some bad news. It's about Zoe. The second gun. Lazar's going to be contacting her soon about it.
Is he going to charge her? Good old Lazar.
Yeah, is there anything we can do for you?
No, I think you've done enough.
Sorry, mate.
What are the chances he's wrong?
Well, she swears she didn't do it, but they reckon they've got enough evidence to charge her.
Well, maybe she's telling the truth, you know. That you had less on me and you all ready to believe I did it.
We just wanted the truth,
Yeah,
mate.
sure. Just doing a job. Well, I hope you've covered every angle.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, have we? We exhausted every possibility.
What avenues are left?
I don't know, but he's right.
PJ, can I run something by you?
Surely, mate.
You're talking about the ballistics report, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, we're pretty sure that the farmyard vandals are Billy, Foss and Eddie, right? And we know that they were out painting Albie O'Connell's heifers at around 10 o'clock. And we also know that Bridport was killed on the adjacent property sometime before midnight. So the chances are that the vandals heard or possibly even saw something. Okay, now, yesterday when me and Dash were interviewing Eddie, he said something really significant. He said that we were nowhere near Zoe's place when that bloke got killed.
But he would say that, wouldn't he?
No, but it came right out of the blue, just like that.
You give him another shove then, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. Well done.
Mate, when they realised that we were onto you for all the pranks, they put the blame on you. So why are you protecting them?
Look, maybe we did some of that stuff. Mrs. Keenan's alpacas and the water troughs and Albie O'Connell's heifers, but we didn't let Cassie out.
It's all right, Eddie, we believe you about that.
Anyway, we went to Doc Hamilton's the next night, straight from Albie's. See, we never do the same place twice.
So you were at Doc Hamilton's the night before last?
Yeah. But we didn't do anything. Look, we were going to paint the horses, but that Ponzi bloke in the bow tie sprung us.
You don't want to listen to anything Eddie says. Everyone knows he's a snag short of a Barbie.
Well, you might have underestimated him there, mate. But you see, our first priority is a murder investigation, so we may be able to forget the minor matters if you just tell us what happened.
Nothing happened. I didn't do Dad's sheep or Mrs. Keenan's alpacas or anything else. I wasn't anywhere near where that guy got killed. I didn't do anything, I didn't hear anything, I didn't see anything.
It's possible that Bridport had access to Zoe's strongbox. Her spare keys turned up in his personal effects after the crime scene had finished with her.
Yeah, it's also possible that Martin went to Zoe's with the intention of doing himself in. So, if he opens the strongbox, he takes the gun out, there's a disturbance outside. He runs out with the gun, there's a struggle, it goes off, Martin cops it, and Billy gets scared that he's going to take the rap for it, so he buries the evidence.
Has Billy admitted any of this?
No, of course he hasn't. That's why we need a warrant.
Well, I don't think fucking Price is going to approve it. And anyway, it's Lazar's case.
The homicide, maybe. But we're working on the livestock vandalism case, aren't we?
Adam. Yeah, PJ. I don't understand. He just said there were a few harmless pranks.
That's how it started, Frank.
PJ, can you come over here, please?
Not how it finished.
Bag it, please, mate. Suspect has been shown. Denim jacket stained in blood, believed to be that of a Martin Bridport.
Your father's already confirmed that the jacket's yours.
It'll have to be sent to forensics to be tested, but they'll only confirm what we know.
You ready to tell us what happened?
He told me to do it. I didn't want to, but he made me.
By he, you're referring to Martin Bridport.
Yeah, the one that used to live there. The doctor bloke. He sprung us with the horses. Foss took off.
Come here. I don't think you're really in a position to struggle, young man.
But he grabbed me. He said we could do a deal. He said if I didn't do it, he'd do it himself and then dob on me.
Stop it! Listen to me, listen! You do what I tell you, otherwise you'll get a bullet through the head. Now take the gun. Take it, I said.
He was shaking so much I could hardly hold the gun.
Now shoot me.
Much less aim at where he said. I said I couldn't do it.
Come on, you little sod. Shoot
And
me
then
in
he
the
really
leg.
chucked a spaz. I tripped back. And the gun went off. Copped it right in the neck. Could tell he was going by the look in his eyes. The same way Dad's sheep look when you slit their throats.
Where exactly did Bridport want you to shoot him?
Right here, the back of his leg.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. I reckon he'd have drawn a bullseye if he could.
Okay, so you shot him.
I didn't mean to kill him. I was trying to get away from the guy.
Oh.
I freaked. I ran. And then I hit the gun.
Where were Eddie Dodds and Nat Foster when this was all happening?
They took off.
Mm-hmm. And have you since told them what happened?
No.
Oh, so then you decided to set Eddie up. Will you answer for the tape, please, Bill?
Yeah, I set him up. You've got no idea how much that guy freaked me out. There's something else you'd better know. I didn't hide the gun where he said to.
So where did Bridport want you to hide it?
In somebody's car.
Whose car?
The tall copper, the kind of mean-looking one. I guess he wanted to set him up.
Just the corner there, Adzo. Yeah, you got it.
How'd you go on that bit and Nick and Zoe engaged?
Well, it's still not official, but I reckon I've got $20 coming my way.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, at least life can get back to normal. Life must have been hell the last couple of days.
So, to Nick and Zoe. Yes,
To Nick and
Zoe.
Have a seat. Take a lot off your mind. Look, the other good news was that, well, Falcon Price said that none of this is going to be held against you. You'll still get your promotion to sergeant.
Right, thanks.
And, well, we're all forward to seeing you back on board tomorrow.
Right.
You know, Martin would have gone to any lengths to prove himself right. Prove that I'd chosen the wrong bloke. Do you want another drink?
Yeah. Well, I bought it for a reason. So you might as well put it on.
God. You're an insensitive bastard, aren't you, Schultz?
No, well, sorry. I mean, I know you've had a rough couple of days, but, you know, I was just... My way of saying was that I'd like to give you a bit of support.
Where were you yesterday when I needed you to believe in me? Bad bloody timing, Schultz. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure you can get a refund on that.
Has anyone seen any directions written on some foolscap paper around here at all?
What kind of direction?
Just, you know, normal sort. I told her I'd be there at 2 o'clock.
An unspecified appointment with an unknown female, and he needs directions.
McKinley, have you followed up on that complaint from the Equestrian Centre yet?
What's that? What complaint's that?
Hayley Coburn reckons someone's put detergent in a water trough.
Yeah, the farmyard vandals striking. It's probably the same ones who showed the manes of Mrs. Kennedy's show ponies.
Painted the pink peace signs on the alpacas.
Yeah, well, add it to the list and follow it up, will you?
Right, I'm off. All right.
See you later. See ya.
Hello, what have we got here?
No.
Oh, you giving them me, will you?
What's this?
Monkey. What are you? I'll knock over a bank or two.
So they finally talked him into it.
Yep, I just hope that it's worth the bruises.
Would you two like to enlighten the rest of us?
He's going horse riding. That's what the pantyhose are for.
Nick, horse riding? You got to be joking. His feet are dragging on the
Well,
ground.
why did he want directions for the Mount Thomas Equestrian Centre?
Where are you off to all of a sudden, McKinley?
I'm just going to go and check out the water supply vandalism thing.
I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I look like a Thunderbird. I don't think I'll wear it.
Look, it's not a fashion
No.
parade,
I
Nick.
know. I'm not going to do anything. So my head's got enough.
Can we take a look at these troughs, Mrs. Coburn?
There's not much to look at. I had to clean them out. I didn't want the horses drinking the water.
Okay, did you notice anything unusual about the bubbles? Were they coloured?
No, just mucky. Like a dirty bubble bath.
Adam?
What time was this?
It was about 5 this morning. I chased the little sods off the property myself.
All right, did you get a look at them?
No, but they were definitely teenage boys. There were 3 of them.
Any distinguishing features?
One of them was wearing a golden brown striped beanie, a mudlark's hat, I guess.
On the left side.
Left, all right, yeah, left. It's a big horse, you know. Can I learn on yours?
You didn't want to have your first lesson on Cassie. She's a bit of a handful.
Just like her owner.
This old fella's bomb-proof, aren't you, Sid?
Well, he'd want to be after what I ate last night. Here, look, I know. I'll be right then. Come on, give it to me. I'll be right. I know what I'm doing.
Sorry I can't help you more. I'm a bit late for Melanie's lesson.
That's fine.
Just hang on to the reins. Might be a good idea there. Sort of, there we go.
Check it out. I'll give you something.
What's that?
Must have fallen out of your pocket.
Hey.
All right, what do you think it is?
I'll give you a hint.
Might be an engagement ring if someone might be interested in it.
Come on. Yes or no? Yep. $10 says they're engaged.
20 says you're wrong.
Oh, you're on.
Well, did you actually see the ring?
Well, what else could be in a box that small?
Well, I don't know, contact lenses, a flea circus or something?
Well, we'll soon find out.
And how are you going to do that, Dash?
I'm going to ask Nick.
McKinley, it's up to Nick when he wants to share the news with us, if there's any news to share. Now, how did you go with Mrs. Coburn? Did you see who it did it?
She said it was 3 young guys.
A bit of concentration and focus here, please, McKinley.
She said that one of them was wearing a brown and gold footy beanie. I must say, it'd have to be a loser breaking for the Mudlarks.
Boss, that was D24, a cast come off the Evanley Road. An elderly lady's been hit. We'll go out there now.
You'll be right, Mrs. Winslow. Boys will get you off to the hospital. That'll be fine.
I feel bad for that.
Good on you. Thanks, fellas.
They're contacting T-Ball now.
Well, they shoot horses, don't they?
It's not funny.
Wasn't meant to be.
Buy me with the white blaze, you know another one. Billy, you stupid kook, not like that! How many times you have to be shown?
Well, can you give us a name?